This is a demonstration of how to crimp mini-fit junior pins and insert the crimped pins into their connectors. At the end of the video, there is also a demonstration of how to remove crimped pins from within the connectors using a pin removal tool. The first step to preparing the wire is using wire strippers to strip the wire to an appropriate length. We have already done this ahead of time, so we are moving on to twisting the wires. Twisting the wires is important because it assures that the conductors within the wire will fit into the pins nicely and not fray. The last step to the wire prep is to make sure the conductors and insulation will fit well into the pin. This back set of prongs is the insulation crimp that will wrap around the edge of the insulation. The smaller set of prongs next to it is the conductor crimp, where the conductors will be securely fastened. It is important that the conductors are not too long. If they are too long, it will stick into the clamp section. This will cause problems mating into the connector, or it will affect how another connector will lock into the connector. A common issue we have with this specific type of pin, especially for a wire with a thicker insulation, is that the insulation prongs on the pin are spread too wide. Once the wire is prepared, we can use the crimping tool to seal the wire into the pin. The serial number for the Molex crimping tool we use is 638190901A. We are crimping a 20 gauge wire, so we will use the allotted slot in the die. To use the crimper, first push the die for the crimpers forward using the bottom slider on the back of the tool. We want to ensure that the insulation and conductors from the wire we are crimping onto has stayed in the proper spots in the pin. To use the tool, you just close the two handles together. Start slowly and make sure that the two longer insulation prongs are closing in over the wire. If this does not happen, stop the crimp and try to bend the prongs around the insulation and try again. The crimper should open back up automatically to the first position it was in if enough force was applied to closing the crimp. Here we can see that the insulation prongs have wrapped completely around the insulation on the wire, and that the conductor wires are in the proper crimp, and that they do not extend too far into the body of the pin. The connector we will be using is a 2-pin side latching mini-fit junior connector socket. It connects to the 2-pin mini-fit junior male plug. For mini-fit junior, the male pin will go into the female connector and vice versa. On the pins, there are 2 ears on the body that set the orientation and guide it into the connector. On side mounting connectors, the ears face the side with the latch. On the top latching connectors, the ears face up in the direction of the latch. The pin uses 2 locking prongs to connect into the connector. You will hear a click and it will lock in. The final step is to give a light tug to make sure the pin was securely fastened into the connector. Quickly, we will discuss how to remove a pin from a connector. This is a pin removal tool that has 2 prongs on the outside that depress the locking prongs on the pins. Once the locking prongs are depressed, the pin can be slid out of the connector. The pin removal tool only depresses the locking prongs if the removal tool prongs stay on the outside of the body of the pins they are removing. It is really easy, especially with the female pins, to have one of these prongs go inside the center, which will not be able to release the pin. If the tool lines up and loosens the pin, it will easily slide out. For further technical information or support, please call RH Systems at area code 480-926-1955 or email us at support@rhs.com.